Hello, House of Metamorphosis tribe, coming back, jumping on, having another conversation today. And today I want to talk about a rewind. I want to go back a little bit in history as to why this information that I'm sharing with you is really important and relevant for the future and the evolution of our industry. And the reason why I believe, from my experience of 25 years of actually doing holistic work, is really important is because we're moving into a time where if we don't raise the bar on our work, if we don't raise the bar, and I'm not talking about our craft, I'm talking about raising the bar on the professionalism of our work. And that there's so many different elements that come with that. I mean, there's ethics, there's boundaries, there's psychology, there's understanding the human experience, there's understanding how you function in all of that. There's understanding professional communication, understanding so many like rites of passage, archetypes, what clients are moving through, what are transitional periods, what does transformation mean, like, which is what we do. There are so many elements to our vocation that have never really been broken apart and explained and taught in terms of the psychology, the body of psychology in which we hold as hairdressers. Now, I believe, because it actually exponentially grew my business when I was working in this way over 10 years ago. It grew my business in a way that really surprised me. Actually 15 years ago, it grew my business in a way that really surprised me, where when I brought therapy and other modalities into my business and expanded my experience base with my clients, what I noticed is people were booking longer and longer sessions with me because I had the capacity to take them through more and more and more things. And by the end of it, the hair became a tool. The hair was just something, it was a bonus. And my clients that saw me, maybe twice a year, used to always say to me, seeing you is amazing, but getting my hair is the bonus. And they always said that to me. And I'm just like, yeah, it is the bonus, because we spent so much time working on their inner landscape and where they were, like to nail. I spent more time on their internal world than I did on their and when I came to doing their hair, it literally was a job that needed to be done, that needed to be tuned. And the tuning, what I noticed, the tuning actually came from doing the internal work, from being with my clients on an internal level and understanding where it was that these visions, these images were coming from for them and what they meant to the client. Like seeing a particular haircut or feeling a particular way, and what essence that brought out in them, what it made them feel, and translating that information that was shared from them into going, well, as an example, when I go into this feeling of, dancing and being happy, it brings up joy for me and lightness, and I feel free. For instance, as an example, right? So to translate that as a hairdresser, how I would translate that is that, if a client's got long hair, she wants it to feel light. She wants it to feel aerated. She wants it to feel so that when she's dancing, she's flying, she's free. So there's things that we learn and evolve in terms of how to translate things that people share with you in dialogue, and how that translates into reflection, how you would translate in your hairdressing, but more importantly, how to understand and articulate where the client is coming from with the decision that you both make on what the transformation, the end transformation is going to be. And I wanted to take it back. I wanted to take us back a few steps with this, because I'm sharing all this other information, but what's important and imperative as I look through and watch all my videos that I record, and I learn from them, and I just noticed that there was a missing piece, and this is the missing piece. And the missing piece for a hairdresser, I felt, was like, well, but why? Why do I need to understand all of the psychology and all of that? I mean, isn't it just like, it just sounds a lot, you know? And I was looking at it, I'm like, well, that's a pretty fair question for a hairdresser to ask. It's like, and I'm sort of coming up against that, you know, like, well, why do I need to study Evolve? Like, how is it going to expand my business, grow my clientele, like, you know, make me money, all of those things. I get those, you know, those FAQs all the time. And this is what the answer is to it. We're moving into a time where the human being is transforming. The human being is becoming multi-layered, multi-dimensional. And if we don't actually adapt our multi-dimensionality with the work that we do, we're not going to be able to serve our clients in this multi-dimensional way. So it's absolutely imperative that we understand how their mind works, how, you know, the psychology behind what it is they're thinking, how the emotional body works, like how they're feeling about certain things, reading body language, understanding spiritual, bringing in spiritual awareness, that it's part of the human experience as well when we're creating reflections for people. It's important that we are holistic in the way that we approach our work now, because our clients are becoming holistic. Our clients are becoming multidimensional. And if we're running at a linear pace, it's just not going to cut it. People are going to want, this is what I'm predicting and what I've experienced. I've come from this, but this is what I'm predicting the industry is going to move through. Clients are going to want more for their money. Pretty simple, down to the ground. You know, they want more for their money. They're going to want to come in and experience something. If you're charging $300 or $400 for a haircut, yes, I'm sure your haircut's amazing, but as time goes on, for that $500 or $600 that you're charging for the hair, or $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever it is that you're charging for a haircut, I'm sure if you reflect back on it, you went, you know, when you were charging maybe $200 for a haircut, the service and the experience was limited. They might have gotten a cup of coffee or a tea and a magazine and a little bit of a chit chat. And as your prices increased, you probably brought on better products in the salon, had better music, service, like actually bringing in really beautiful service, like having, you know, properly brewed coffee made or properly brewed tea made, or, you know, really incredible, you know, reading literature, an incredible environment where it's conducive and relaxing. There's music. There is, like, you started tuning in and going, well, if I'm going to be charging $1,500 for a haircut, right? Because this is possible, let me tell you. If I'm charging $1,500 for a haircut, what is the experience that I'm giving my clients? What are they walking away from? And this, I believe, is going to be the break, the cut between the hairdresser that just does a cut and a tint, to the hairdresser that actually provides a experience for their clients. And this is why it's important to study Evolve, because Evolve teaches you how to not only communicate with new language and understanding a new paradigm of language to bring in and upgrade the professionalism of the way that you relate and communicate with your clients. What it's doing is it's opening up doors of understanding the human experience. And in understanding the human experience, what's going on is that it's allowing you to take your clients on a journey. They're no longer having a haircut with you. They're coming on a journey. Each time they see you, they discover another piece of themselves. They explore another part of them that builds up into this person that they're becoming, this identity that they're becoming. And it is an incredible honor to be in the witness and to become a guide of this work, to lead your clients down their own authentic path, to have the professionalism behind what it is that they're really going on, what it is that they're really going through, going on, what they're experiencing is beyond the haircut. The haircut is the end result reflection of the experience, of the journey. And they're going to take that away and remember remember the journey they went on with you. And every time they look in the mirror, they're going to remember this piece that they've just discovered about who they are. It's no longer a haircut. It is a whole experience of what it is that you're taking your clients on. And yes, this kind of work actually leads you into charging the $5,000, $6,000, $15,000, $2,000 haircuts, experiences. I'm not even going to call them haircuts, experiences and journeys. This is the work that opens up that door, because your clients are no longer just paying for you to cut their hair. Your clients are paying you to take them on a journey. And I just wanted to share with you where this is all coming from, why I'm so excited, and I speak about, the spell of glamour, and I speak about spirituality, and I speak about, holistic hairdressing and conscious consultations and all of these things that I talk about. And it's the reason why I'm talking about them is because we need to broaden our perspective. We need to broaden our peripheral lens beyond the haircut and look at the wholeness of the person that we're working with and serve a client holistically now. We're moving into that time where you're going to either stay linear or become holistic, and that's what we're moving into. And Evolve is about you becoming a holistic practitioner. It's about you understanding what it means to become a holistic practitioner. It's not just a word that's thrown around. It's not, I practice holistic practices. What is that? There's a study around it. There's a study around it. And it's 12 months to study the foundational Evolve advanced, not the advanced course. The advanced course is 18 months after that, and that's becoming a qualified TA, which is becoming a transformation agent. And what happens when you become a transformation agent is you actually learn how to take your clients on initiation journeys where you are transforming them from one archetype to another, taking them on rites of passage journeys with their psychology, with their spirituality, with their emotionality, with their whole being, and they're coming on a journey with you. And only hairdressers can do this work, by the way. Like, hairdressers are the only ones that can do this work, because there's no one else that creates work, like in terms of being able, have the tools and the skills to transform a person other than a hairdresser. And I know this because I've been doing it for 40 years, and there's no other vocation that can transform a client like we can. And learning this piece, learning the human experience, taking your clients on a journey, you can see I'm getting excited. Just because it lights me up, this work. I suppose, when I was on the floor in my salon, I love that. I really love that. I just want to bring it down a little bit. I love that. I really did. But I got frustrated with it. I got frustrated with working on the floor in the salon because it was so limited. And I wanted to give my clients so much more than what I could just through cutting their hair. I wanted to give them so much more. And it took me selling my salon and having my children and studying, like, for 7 years, all these different modalities and therapy and all these different things that I studied and actually, brought in to create this incredible body of work that I practiced in my own space. I had a boutique space in Melbourne that was one-on-one only. I only saw clients one-on-one because I actually moved from cutting hair to becoming a therapist and taking my clients on a journey and then doing their hair, transforming them. So they were transformational journeys instead of just cutting, just doing hair. They got deeper as I got deeper. And when I reflect back on being in the salon and doing a 12-hour day and coming home, it's just like, don't talk to me. Like, seriously, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear how your day was. I'm done listening, right? I'm exhausted. And when I shifted my work to doing, I think I only ever did 2, maybe 3 clients max a day. That was all because they were all 3-hour journeys. So it was only ever like 9 hours max a day that I would do, because it would be too much for me. So imagine I'm doing 3 clients. That's what I'm doing. 3 clients a day, or 2 at most days it was 2 clients a day. And so 6 hours is all I would do. And I was a single mother, so I had to fit in my work with my girls, drop off and pick ups and all the rest of it. So usually it was 6 hours. It was 6 hours that I had to do the work in. And after those 6 hours, if I did 2 clients back to back with, a half an hour in between to readjust and realign myself and clear the old, the first client out before I actually prepared for the second client coming in and prepared myself in the space, I felt at the end of the 6 hours, I felt elated. And it's deep work. It's so much deeper than what I did with cutting hair. But it was just because the energy, and this is what I want to speak to, because the energy on the floor is gossipy, and it's like, it's draining. It's actually labor intensive. Working on a salon floor becomes labor intensive. And what drains your energy at the end of the day is not just the standing up and holding your arms like this for 12 hours. It's what is being drained out of you on an emotional level from your clients, from your team, from all the busyness and the energetic, potentially chaos that can happen in a salon. And it just drains your resources and you become depleted. And that's what depleted me. It was the go energy in the salon. And I had 10 staff working in my salon when I ran my salon in Melbourne. So it was a big salon with a lot of energy. And, like most of them had clients. So it's like, there could be 15, 20 people in the salon at one time. It was full on, so it's just a busy, full on, energetic, high vibe, space. And working in the way I did, and yes, I'm only doing 1 client at a time, but I'm going deep. And it was actually, you would think that would be more emotionally draining than doing one client every hour. It's not. It was not. Working in this way for me, I got to get to know my clients in such a way that I've never gotten to know my clients, let alone remembered most of their name. Truthfully, when I had the salon, because I had so many clients, most people I would see, especially the ones that were like every three months, they were all love and dull. Hey, dull. Hey, love. I actually didn't have the capacity back then even to remember everybody's names, whereas this is personal, and it's personal. It's beyond just knowing the person's name. It's knowing the person's soul. It's getting in touch with a person's soul. So I just wanted to come on here and share some energy and share some excitement that the future of our industry is not glum. It is exciting. It is exciting if we just turn that corner and look at what we do through a different lens. And that is what I'm offering here. I'm not offering you haircuts and colors and techniques, and I'm offering you everything but talking about hair. I'm offering you talking about the human experience, talking about what goes on and how to work with people in a holistic, engaged, passionate, exciting, conscious way. It's beyond the hair, and that everything that we're doing here is beyond the hair. It is about the person and about you. So if that is feeling exciting for you and you want to know more, go to houseofmetamorphosis.au and check out the Evolve curriculum and have a look at all the modules that we've got and what I'm offering there for you. There's also the initiation program, the self-mastery program that is there for you to get you started on becoming self-aware before the Evolve curriculum. And there's also mentoring if you need support. If you need to get started on a one-on-one level, I have got openings in my calendar at the moment. Please go and book a free 15-minute call with me and we can have a chat chat about where you are and how I can best support you. Otherwise, if you just enjoyed this content on this video, please click like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Share this information and this video with other people that you feel might be aligned with this. And beyond that, I thank you for your attention. I thank you for being here. And I look forward to having another conversation with you next week. Bye.